90-day fiancés Colt Johnson and Vanessa still legally married. Admin hunt for love appearance. So this is crazy, isn't it? I mean, first and foremost, is it a bad thing that he's on a show called Hunt for Love, given the fact that he's still married to Vanessa? Not necessarily, because if they're separated, well, then they're separated, aren't they? And when you're separated, you obviously have the ability to go and see who you want and pretty much move on. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. But let's see what's been reported though in this article here provided to us by In Touch Weekly. Colt Johnson may be looking for love in TLC's latest 90-Day Fiancé spin-off, 90-Day Hunt for Love, but he's technically still married to his ex Vanessa. In Touch exclusive reports. Colt, 39, and Vanessa's divorce case was dismissed without prejudice in May 2024, according to court documents obtained by In Touch. The former couple had initially filed for evidence in April 2024, but there has been no refiling since, meaning they are still legally married. To be fair, I'm actually quite surprised that Vanessa would allow this to happen because, she has moved on and she has, since she's moved on, she's done a weight loss journey. She's done a lot of things for herself. So to be honest with you, I'm quite surprised that she has this still lingering in the background in her life. Cole, on the other hand, I'm not surprised because the guy is a lazy bum. Let's just call it what it is. But nonetheless, though, it continues here by saying Vanessa first confirmed her split from TLC personality in March 2024 after Cole's Tinder profile was allegedly spotted by fans earlier that month. In an Instagram Q&A with fans at the time, she shared that she left Colt over a month ago. While Vanessa denied allegations that 90-Day Fiancé Alan cheated on her, she said the breakup was because she wasn't in love anymore. I mean, listen, to be honest with you, I guess she doesn't want to admit that maybe Colt did cheat because I guess it doesn't make her look good. Like, it makes me look like as if she wasn't good enough. Now, I'm not saying that Colt did cheat, but would I put it past him to cheat? Absolutely not. The man is nothing but a dog. But anyway, we continue here where it says, more than a year later, Colt joins fans' favorites like Chantel and Tim on the first ever 90-day dating show, 90-Day Hunt for Love, which was announced April 24. The show follows 8 alums from the franchise who are ready to embark on a quest for love once again, according to the official press release. Okay, set in Talon, Mexico, these love-hungry alums have loved, lost, and learned a few lessons along the way. I mean, would I really go as far as saying that they have learned a few lessons along the way? I'm probably going to say no, because a lot of people on 90 Day really don't ever learn their lessons. And the only ones that do learn their lessons are usually the ones that actually have a successful marriage, to be honest. But the ones that end up in breakup after breakups and flings after flings, they all end up repeating the same things over again and again. But let's call it what it is. The fact that these people are all back for another season, and this time it is for Hunt for Love, tells us that since we first saw them on screen, none of them have really learned anything. But hey, that's just my own self-opinion. But anyway, it continues here by saying the press release teased whether they're healing old wounds, chasing new sparks, or unknowingly walking straight into a love triangle. Each of them throws caution into the wind as they jump back into the dating game. I mean, I wouldn't say they're jumping back in the dating games. A lot of them have been in the dating game and it just hasn't gone well for them because they don't learn from their lessons. But anyway, it continues here by saying fans were first introduced to Colt's relationship with Vanessa on season 5 of 90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After in June 2020. At the time, he was in a relationship with Brazilian native Jess and claimed Vanessa was a best friend. Colt later came clean about the true nature of his relationship with Vanessa during the October 2020 tale, admitting to sleeping with her during his relationship with Jess. So, of course, why would Vanessa admit that Colt cheated on her if she knew that she slept with Colt while he was with somebody else? Because therefore, that means history would be repeating itself. And she'll look dumb as F for being with a man that she was with when he was somebody else and he went up and done it to her, because really and truly, if he can do it to somebody else, he has the ability to do it to you too. But anyway, Colt's ex Larissa, who also who he was married to from 2018 to 2019, was present for the Tearwall special and accused Colt of starting his fling with Vanessa while still married to her. The software engineer denied the accusation and acknowledged later he had an emotional affair. So again, Colt has a history of pretty much not being loyal to his partner. So if you ask me, 9 times out of 10, he probably was unloyal to Vanessa, and she probably knew about it, but just doesn't want to admit it, because it makes her look like a clown, which in reality she was, because she was a part of 2 flings with Colt while he was in a relationship with 2 different women. That is absolutely nasty work. She generally thought that she was going to be the one that tamed Colt, or the one that was the one for him, and when in reality it didn't turn out that way. She found out that Colt is somebody that probably has no ability to just stick with one person or to be loyal or whatnot. But hey, that is all subjective, isn't it now? But also on top of that, he continues here by saying, I never cheated on Larissa. He said during the reunion, at worst, I had an emotional affair with Vanessa, and I'm sorry I did that. But unfortunately, while I was married to Larissa, near to the end of it, it was terrible. It was literally the worst time of my entire life. And Vanessa was the only person who would even talk to me and just be there as a friend. And I took that, and I think I was developing feelings for her. Vanessa was initially hesitant to pursue a relationship with Colt due to his history of infidelity. However, In Touch later confirmed the couple tied the knot in Reno, Nevada in February 2021. The relationship similarly faced serious challenges. Vanessa revealed in 2023 that they were originally set to appear on 90 Day Fiancé, on the first season of 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort, but were dropped from the show after Colt suffered a major injury while filming a trampoline scene in December 2022, which of course we had heard at the time. I mean, listen, to be honest with you, like, I don't know why they were going to appear on The Last Resort, because given the fact that at the time they just appeared on Happily Ever After, and also they had portrayed their relationship as a strong one. At least that's what they wanted everyone to believe on the outside. But of course, when it comes to Colt isn't somebody that knows how to necessarily sustain a relationship. But at the same time, though, I will say this. Being in a relationship with Larissa was always going to be hard to sustain, because Larissa isn't exactly someone that is good at sustaining relationships herself, because look at her. Her track record is not that great. She went from Colt to then Ericy, and then some new person that she's with now. And I think she went back to Ericy, and now she's back with somebody else. Something along those lines, okay? But Jess, on the other hand, for last time I checked, she did move on to someone else, and they did have a successful relationship. The last time I saw her, I believe it was on 90 Day Diaries, and her and her partner was actually planning on having kids, and they were actually in a good space. Whether or not she's still with that person or not, I don't know, but I imagine that she is, because there's been no reports of them two ever splitting off. So I guess Jess may have been the one that got away, you never know. But at the same time, we can also argue that Vanessa may be the one that got away too, because like Colt said, she was there for him throughout challenging times in his life. And for him to obviously find a way to diminish that relationship is obviously kind of sad. But then at the same time, maybe Vanessa had a role to play in their relationship not working out. Maybe she was the problem and it wasn't Colt. But I'm just speaking on the consistency of Colt's behavior with each woman. He seems to find a way out of those relationships, whether it's their fault or his fault. Either way, though, he's always a part of it, which makes him a common denominator for his own self-reflection, if he ever wants to sit there and reflect on his own choices and to understand why he's in these predicaments, if you dig what I'm saying. But nonetheless, though, obviously Colt is a part of the new season or the very first season of Hunt for Love, where we know he's got a little love triangle going on with, he was in a little fling with Courtney, and then ended up in a love triangle with Usman being a part of that, from what I remember. But either way, though, that season is set to start literally this coming Monday, so I guess we have to wait and find out. To be fair with you, when I first saw the lineup of the new show, I wasn't really happy about it. To be fair, I don't like none of them people, but at the same time, though, I do trust there's gonna be a lot of drama, so I'm actually here for it now. To be fair, now I've allowed it to digest since it first dropped. But nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and we can talk about it. Peace.